Hey, it's Wendy, and I just wanted to take a quick moment to encourage you for a job well done this year and to help you get started on next year. If you were flying by the seat of your pants this year, or you just decided you're going to work your tail off and the benefits will come, both of those probably worked out for you, so congratulations. But I did want to tell you about a different way, which is taking a calendar and just spending a little bit of time here and there to kind of focus on what you will focus on for this coming year. There's several ways to do it. You can start by first determining, how much money you want to make. Okay, so that's a no-brainer. Yes, I want to make money. How am I going to do it? You can break up the amount that you want to earn in the number of parties that you need to do that in. And then once you have that base number of parties that you'll need to do in order to meet your goal, you can determine what nights of the week you're going to work those parties. Visly and SynShare are very good for helping manage multiple at once. And then you'll also want to determine the hours of those parties. So they're going to be all day? Are they going to be 2 days? Are they going to be, 8 to 9 Eastern? What are you going to do in order to make that happen? So the other thing, I'm looking at my notes, the other thing that you can do is simply determine that it'll, just follow your lifestyle. So say you are busy all week, but you have time on the weekends. So those would be your open available dates. You can take that and just determine, okay, these are my available dates for the next year. I'm going to make several blocks on each date so that I know, whenever I talk to somebody and they want to have a book party with me, that's where I can offer, which is really fun too. You also can plug in dates for upcoming trainings in person. So if you have a local team that you meet with, make sure you plug in those dates. There's nothing like seeing people in person and getting to know them in person. Facebook, it's great. It's awesome. I'm not knocking it ever. Zoom is awesome too because it connects us with people very far away, but there's something special about meeting with people individually or in a group locally, like in person, face to face. I say this over YouTube. Anyway, make sure that those are programmed into your calendar too. For our team, we're having a Dash to Nash February 24th and 25th. So make sure that's on your calendar. We're going to dash to Nashville and hang out, probably train a little. Convention is that second weekend in June. So put that on your calendar. I believe it's the 8th through the 10th. And then of course we have beach training. So as soon as you become a team leader, you have earned your way to the beach in Hilton Head, September, the last weekend in September, and you do not want to miss that. So you don't want to miss any of these, but those need to go on your calendar too. Why do you need to put them on your calendar if you're not sure you're going? Well, that way you can set goals for yourself. So say there's, money is an issue for you attending one of these. You can then say, okay, in order to go there, I need $100 and, and back plan from there. So I need to do this many parties in order to earn the money to just have spending money that I can use to register for this or to pay for my hotel or whatever you want to do. So that's a good way to do it too. Make sure you have all the important dates and then work around those dates. You can also take the holiday calendar, you get these from everywhere, your realtor, sports teams, whatever. And make sure you have the important holidays written in there because you're not necessarily going to want to schedule events, over someone's holiday. So now let's talk about promotions. So say that's not been on your radar before, maybe you've been waiting for it to happen and it hasn't happened. Just a little help here. It does not happen unless you work for it. It's very rare that it just somebody stumbles onto it. So put aside, or designate like 4, 5, 6, 7 months if you have a really, really busy schedule, that you can really completely focus on those sales numbers and getting to where you want for your team so that when you are a team leader, you aren't stressing. So put aside, that goal and put it in your calendar. Make it a special goal and put it in your calendar. These are the months I will be making towards team leader. And sometimes it doesn't happen right away, but as long as you keep making that $27.50 for you and your group, you're still in the running and it can happen. You can get those last 3 requirements and boom, the next month you're in. So make sure you plan for that too. You want to also kind of plan for the events that you have. So did you have prior booths, last year? When are you going to sign up for those? Put that date in there. You don't want to necessarily wait to the last 2 months beforehand, and you definitely don't want to wait till last month beforehand. You might lose it. So definitely put, the booth dates that you know of next year in there. And then you can consider, preschool book fairs. Are you going to do any of those? Any book drives that you want to do centered around a particular time of the year, or a time of the year when you need or you have extra time that you'd like to help, in hospital or a foster home or even a children's shelter, anything that is near and dear to your heart, and there's a particular time of the year or times of the year that you think you can devote to it, definitely plug this in too. Cards for a Cause, Reach for the Stars. I mean, those can go any time of the year. Reach for the Stars you can do any time of the year. Many people do it in the summer and the winter, so you can plug those in as well. Cards for a Cause, truly, like I said, any time of year. It's great for teams. It's good for community organizations. It's good for schools, obviously, and in libraries. So anything that you want to do, you can help them out with. Just put it on your calendar so it gets done. And the last thing I want to talk about is ESR deadlines. So the Educational Services Representative Program is the coolest thing that I think a direct sales company could do, because it actually has it's the professional wing of Usborne Books and More, to where you can serve schools and libraries within 150 miles of you. There is a set schedule for becoming one of those. The program has been closed for several, I want to say, a year and a half. So it's just opening in January, and you'll want to make sure that you plug those deadlines into your calendar so you can get, first dibs on the schools and libraries that you'd like to list and try to reach out to. Keep in mind that the ESR program is a whole nother video, and it does require some patience on your part. It's not like you call them up and say, hey, you want some free books? And they say yes. Although that has happened, it does require a bit more finesse and time on your part to make those connections if you don't already have them, and to show them some sample books, and then to book the events with them. So best of luck to you, and I hope this helped with your calendar development. Make sure you post a picture underneath this video.